What is going on? I am Anon Moose, also known as zmoT. We are on the zmoT account. It is 16 hours till Mega Crab. We've got Warships troops loaded. That is the theme of today. What we're going to do is we're going to do War Factory, and we're going to use Warship troops just in case I can't get confused enough with the word war and the word war. Then we're going to get into the low-level stuff, but I've heard there are like 27 lasers near the core, so we're going to start with our max level troops. Let's just actually count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 lasers by the core. For low levels, that is going to be a complete and utterly painful. And for me, and the fact that I've got heavies and bombardiers loaded, we're just going to give this a shot. Going to head to the left-hand side, see what can be done. I don't have a lot of faith that warship troops are going to work. I am not a huge fan of Kavan. I'm going to start calling him Kavan because that was not intentional. Anyways, let's get going. We're going to drop all of our critters over here. We're going to drop our heavies over here, and then we're going to get all of our stuff in behind. Need to get some shocking done. Can get all sorts of rockets at the same time. Then some critters to keep that doom cannon on the left-hand side busy. How we're going to do this with low levels, I don't really know. I'm kind of curious to see what the heck we can even accomplish, simply because there is a lot of stuff going on with this War Factory. We don't have anything useful in the tribes. That laser absolutely just pummeled us. Where is Kavan? Kavan is still alive and kicking. I'm sort of surprised at this. We're going to keep going, see if we can't get rid of all of these rocket launchers and things. I gotta say, Kavan and the gang, Kavan, is that what I said I was gonna call him? Doing pretty darn well. Let's get over and away from all of the stuff, hoping to keep some troops alive. Second wind coming in hot. I gotta say, Warships troops doing pretty well on the War Factory. However, there's a big however here. We've got a lot of hot pots ahead, and I don't think that our heavies are going to do super duper great against them. Should we do warship troops versus what is that thing called? Versus Mega Crab as well? I don't really think we should, but there is the possibility. So if you think you'd like to see this troop combo to see what we can accomplish with them against the Mega Crab, do let me know. I really hope that no one chimes in, but there is that possibility. We could give it a shot. So far, going to the left-hand side with max level troops, doing pretty darn well. If we went to the right-hand side, we would not have any chance whatsoever. Kavan is now dead, which means we're gonna start struggling here in a moment or two. You know what? Let's get over and away from some things. That mortar going down. We don't have enough gunboat energy to shock anything, unfortunately, so as soon as those shields are down, we're going to be in a world of pain. But maybe we can try out some smoky, troopy stuff once that shield goes down. Let's throw some critters so we can get those hot pots to pop before our troops walk into range. That is so critical. Otherwise, your troops are just going to get absolutely melted, as we're about to see in 3, 2, 1. Just bombardiers being melted by hot pots. Not super pretty. Hopefully we can clear some mines before all of our troops die. There we go. Not a bad hit whatsoever. Somehow that bombardier is outranging the hot pots, getting down that mortar. It's going to get melted in about 3, 2, 1 now. Boom. Hot pots pop. Bombardier melted. Not bad though. I gotta say, I did not expect our heavy bombardier action to get that far into it. So I was not prepared with a strategy of where to go, but we got the shields down. That is clutch right there. Now, we can't do our standard core hit because these microwavers are sitting right in the standard core hit location. So I'm going to come around from the back, and we're going to do exactly what we just did from the back. I still don't have a plan. This is me stalling for time because I have no idea what the heck we're going to do once we get our low levels out here. HQ 18 trying to come in completely and utterly unboosted is going to be tough for this time. Now, why I'm getting rid of this Doom Cannon is simply because it's going to be a problem regardless of what we do. So, gonna get rid of this. That way, when we come around to the outside, we don't have to worry about its range at all. Also, that boom cannon going to be a bit of an issue. Now that that's done, let's move slightly out to the side. We're going to shock some lasers, and then we can slowly get rid of all of these things. Not super sexy, not an attack that I would typically look towards doing, but realistically, this is an attack that is interesting. This is the standard troop loadout for those people who had what is that, 4 engine rooms, also 5 engine rooms. It was used a fair amount. So for those of you who are wondering why the heck I've chosen this troop combo, this is all about the Warships season, I guess it was season 10 at that point. This is the troop combo that was used extensively at the 4 engine room, at the 5 engine room level. So I can't speak about 6 and 7 and all of that sort of stuff, but this is the troop combo that I used most often. So we're just going to do it. We're going to give it a shot, see what we can be doing with this stuff. And my mouth just is not working yet, as you can tell by the fact that I keep saying random words like Kevon. It sounds like he's French, perhaps. So we've got almost a core hit set up. The lasers are going to just absolutely melt bombardiers if we let them. So we're going to have to figure out some way to get a shock somehow. Probably should have flared the core, but that is a mistake that I just can't fix at this point. We don't have enough gunboat energy. You know what? Let's flare the core now. See if perhaps we can get enough damage from all of our remaining bombardiers before they die. Kind of like in Warships when you're just flaring the headquarters, trying to get it down at the last possible second. And we failed. 1 engine room remaining. Time not a factor. So let's get back into this. And at that point, typically with the low-level troops, it's all about using Miss Everspark, getting Everspark to hack some buildings. As you can see here, there's nothing to hack. We cannot hack prototypes. We can't hack lasers. We can't hack the microwavers. So this is going to be difficult. I got pinged on Discord by a few people saying they were waiting for my video to see what the heck they could do, and you're going to have to wait a little bit longer simply because warship troops coming in hot. Gonna get this war factory down in 3 very, very easy attacks, but beyond that, for low levels, I really don't have a clue what the heck we're going to do. We're going to make it up as we go along, probably have some mediocre to bad attacks, but that is the beautiful thing about war factories. We get 5 attacks, we can try silly things. The rewards aren't super amazing for high levels, but for low levels, all of those extra parts and iron and stone and wood and all that stuff, pretty darn awesome. Anyways, that is Warships versus War Factory. There's nothing more exciting than that. Actually, there is. We're going to do a low-level hit, and it's going to be scary. I'll be back in 1 minute with an HQ 18 account. Actually, be like 6 seconds, not a minute. Okay, we are back with the 10th anniversary Warships War Factory Boom Beach goodness. Let's take a breath, have a look, see what the heck we can do. So realistically, this laser is not covering this area where all these shock mines are, but you know what? This is going to be a bloodbath. I really think we need to get rid of those shields on the left-hand side. And to get rid of those shields on the left-hand side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark some rocket launchers, and we're going to bring some troops in. It's going to be, you know what? Or we can just get, you know what? I'm going to use my first attack to get Everspark in. We're going to get rid of some rockets, and that's going to simplify things for us. I think we need to get rid of all of the shields because low levels aren't going to be able to burn through that shield. There's going to be way too many lasers, and otherwise we can't BART the shields out because they're too spread out. So we're going to have to hack it, throw another smoke, and then get rid of, there's one right there. Next up, we're going to go get this one, and we're going to mark this one. If you don't know what I'm doing with marking, please ask, because marking is super, super critical when it comes to all things Everspark. By marking it, we know exactly which buildings Everspark's going to attack, and by doing that, we can essentially ensure that things go down in the order we're hoping for them to go down. So there we go. We've got that last rocket launcher. Should be able to get it down. At this point, we're in pretty darn good shape. Getting rid of all of the rockets. I think I just missed with that artillery, so we're going to leave that for later. I am next going to get rid of all of these mines up the shore, because we're going to have to get to the core at some point. Don't know if it's going to be from to the left or to the right, but we might as well get rid of those mines. And now let's retreat. Attack number 1 in the books. Still a little bit nervous about what the heck we're doing, but let's get in here, see if we can't clean this up just a touch. So we managed to hack, what's that, 4 rocket launchers? So now we've got that rocket done. What we need to do now is mark this rocket. This rocket at the very top, at the outside, is going to be the one we need to focus on. We should be able to sit in the rest of their blind spots. We're going to use 3 smokes for the beach. We don't need gunboat energy for anything at this point. So let's use lots and lots of smoke. Make sure that all of our troops stay underneath the smoke. As I say that, I just had some troops pop out. But at this point, what we're going to do is go over into here, and we're going to do a bit of a fancy hack. This is one of my favorite ways to hack. Do not push the hack button yet. We're going to flare that top rocket launcher. Once it's flared, then we're going to push the hack button. You see how Everspark targeted the other rocket launcher? Isn't that just magic? They say never to use hack with a flare. If you flare, let the flare land, and then Everspark targets a different building. It just looks absolutely magical. That is my absolute favorite way to hack buildings, except for when they don't die. We need to throw an extra artillery ASAP before it comes back to life. And at this point, we've cleared lots and lots of things. What we need to do now is make absolute certain that our critters don't go to that right factory supply right there. Otherwise, we're going to be in a world of pain, because that laser on the right-hand side should possibly range. So what we're going to do is just get rid of that one building, make our critters go forwards, and now we can shock all of the things and hopefully get these shields down. My shock was a little bit late. Not the end of the world. Just walking forward, walking forward, walking forward. We've got that mortar that's marked, so hopefully that's going to keep all of the hot pots busy. Again, all we need right now is to keep getting these shields. Going to get back in here a little bit further so that we can hopefully get all of those shields down, and now just trying our darndest to melt all of the shields. Need to flare the shield, otherwise the troops are going to focus on buildings, and we definitely don't want that. It's going to be so close. No, we're not getting it down. So we managed to get lots and lots of shields. Doing pretty all right, but I don't think we're going to get that last shield. You know what? Everspark being a champion here, just absolutely standing strong. I am incredibly impressed at how well Everspark did to get... Look at that. We almost got all of the shields. I wonder if the shield bug happens on War Factory. I am intrigued. For those of you who don't know what the shield bug is, check the cards above. I've got a list of glitches in Boom Beach, and the shield bug is a huge one. I have never thought about the shield on War Factory. Someone please test that, or I will go test it myself. Nonetheless, we've got less than 10,000 on the shield. We've got, what's that? 3 attacks left. So pretty darn great. By the way, don't do that crazy hack unless you're super confident you know what it does. Use your task force, check a friendly challenge, make sure you understand what's going on, because using a flare with hack is incredibly dangerous. I know that sounds like I'm like hyping it up, but it's pretty darn dangerous. Next up, these lasers kind of make me nervous simply because they cover all sorts of area back there, but I think we can probably... what do we want to do? How much? You know what? We can just BART these lasers. That's probably the easiest way to take this down. Let's do that right now. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to drop Everspark right about here. She can just do her thing. She's not going to cost any gunboat energy. She's going to drop some critters, maybe get a few defenses down with her critters or her magic wrench. And now at this point, we're just going to focus on these lasers right here. Getting rid of these lasers is going to simplify things. Definitely 100% not required. This is not a required attack, but I figure that'll open up the middle for us. That way we can walk our troops right through the middle and hopefully get things in a situation where it's going to be an easy core hit. So that's going to let us walk right up the middle, We can clear all of these buildings at shore even. You know what? Let's do that right now. Let's bring Everspark over into here. We can also bring all of our troops because we're going to have a bunch of critters out front of us. Those critters are going to distract the Doom Cannon and the Boom Cannon, hopefully long enough that we can just walk up and clear this entire area without a heck of a lot of difficulty. Let's get our critters out. A faster way to get our critters out is to shock the Doom Cannon. That way we can compile some critters, build up some critters. I'm totally at a loss for words today. Shocking all of the things. I realize this is nowhere near where we want to be, but at the same time, it's just clearing up this entire area, giving us a bit more gunboat energy that we can throw back here onto this shield generator. We're also going to have to clear up some mines to get near the core. So at this point, we're just doing some housekeeping. Super, super simple stuff. But you know what? We've got extra attacks. Let's clear all of these mines in here as well. And at this point, we are cooking with gas. We're basically doing save the core with a low level, which is not how I would typically approach War Factory, but with the size of that shield and the number of lasers on that side, we're just going to do this, and you know what? It's time to retreat. Not going to get enough GBE, and we're going to lose all of our troops. Oh no, look at this. Look at this. Is going to be so, so close. Shock mine, fantastic. Didn't actually hit that mine right there, which sort of had me worried. Let's throw a smoke just to hide those things so that our ladies don't get a little bit nervous. Oh, did you see that? They walked towards the flare. I have never seen that. They walked towards there's another glitch. I've never seen that before. They came out of shock, walked towards the flare, and then went, no, we're supposed to be retreating. All sorts of interesting. So now we've got one shield down. As you can see, the shield there was 2.3 million health. As a low level, you're not going to burn through that. We've still got 580,000 health left on the core. So this is going to be a beast core hit. Can we do it? We're going to find out. We're going to use brick. You need to use brick for this. Trust me, please use brick for this. Now, one thing I'm thinking of, we just used all that gunboat energy that was right in there that we could possibly have been farming. Maybe you want to do that. Maybe you don't. Don't know what the best solution is there for you. But we're going to need, if we park in this neighborhood, we're going to need one shock on here. We're going to need one shock over here. We're probably going to need 4 shocks for lasers because there's just so many lasers and so much going on there that I think that's what we're going to do. So this is the big boy moment, the big girl moment. We're going to put on our big girl, big boy pants, and we're just, oh no, I thought we had 1 artillery left. I thought for sure we had 1 artillery left. Low-level artillery, low-level barrage, definitely a bit of a problem there. We're going to throw a barrage right here. That is hopefully going to get all of those mines. If it doesn't, we are... Oh, it did not. That is not a good sign whatsoever. So at this point, we are in a world of pain. We need 58 gunboat energy, and we need to get rid of those 2 mines. I have used far, far too much gunboat energy. Not a good thing at all. So we're going to let our troops hopefully walk to where they need to be on their own. We're then going to drop Brick later on so that she arrives a bit late. Brick walks faster, need her to arrive a bit late so we can get this extra 12-ish gunboat energy that's sitting here, but we don't want to get hit by that mortar. So, oh, I just got hit by the mortar. All of the things I keep saying I don't want to happen are happening. So this core hit, if we manage to do 580,000 damage, I will eat my hat or an onion or something. I think there's also short GBE, so not a great start whatsoever. We're going to shock all of these things and hope that we can just at least get rid of the mines. That core hit was on borderline pathetic. Not good at all. This is not shaping up to be a good final hit. We started out attack number 1, attack number 2 were magical. And now we're at the point where I just had to use too much gunboat energy. So used up all my gunboat energy trying to clear mines, trying to get rid of shields at the back. Now we have to do a huge core hit, and it's going to be dangeroso. So we've got 1 shock in here, 1, 2, 1 down in here just to be safe, and then 1 on top of these things over here. So it's going to be hairy, scary, mighty. I don't know. Let's get our troops going and see what we can do here, though. So again, We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, getting all our troops in this nice little line. And then we're going to walk right to that edge of, I guess that was a laser. Now, we just can't have the mortar hit us this time. That is key number 1. If that mortar hits us, we have no chance of doing enough damage. Okay, so far we are in a good spot. We're going to park just to the left of that machine gun. We're going to go 1, 2 into there. Why I do those smokes in that order is because that way, if your troops leak outside of the main smoke, they're going to leak backwards. It's just how they work. Now we have enough for 4 shocks. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think we managed to get all of the things. Nope, we did not, but we still have a chance. Look at this. All of the zookas core hit. Boom, did not fail. I thought for certain we were going to fail. Managed to pull it off. Whew, can finally breathe. So going to the left is the great way to start. Get rid of some rocket launchers, simplify it, and that way you can just walk your troops in. If you're not confident with smoking troops, make sure you keep all sorts of coverage. 5 attacks, War Factory. If you did it differently, if you're low level especially, please hit me up in the comments. Help others out because this is a tough War Factory. 20 frickin' lasers by the core. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm zmoT. Hopefully you enjoyed War Factory Warships mashup. Otherwise, as always, talk to you soon. I'm zmoT. Thanks for coming in. Peace.